Hello, Bob here, Loading Sock. Got another job where I have to take over a master key system. I'm going to decode what was there. I don't have this particular key blank, so I opted to put in my own keyway that I generally like to use. Most people around here in my area don't use. Anyways, this is for a fire riser door. I'm going to use a 5/32 drill bit, and I'm going to try to stay away from the corner of this, the hardware, and out of the pin stack on the core itself. So I'm going to drill this. I believe this is 6 pin. Not sure till I get into it. It shouldn't really matter. I'm just going to make sure I don't go too deep on this. So there's 6 pin on that one. I think this was a 7 pin. I think it'll, once I get to the 6, it'll drop back or not. I can't remember on this. I think this is a 6 or 7 pin. Doesn't really matter. So anyways, I'm using this is I think I posted this as one of my affiliate things. This is a center punch. That's a spring loaded center punch automatic, and I like this. Let me find something I can do this on. I don't want to do it in my vise. I like this particular one because it allows me to, let me see if I did it. It's just like Stair and all the rest, but I like this handle. I really like this handle. That's why I bought this, and it's dirt cheap on Amazon. There's a million different varieties of these center punches, but this isn't a paid advertisement. I do have a little affiliate link, but whether you buy one or not, it's up to you. If you use my link or if you just find it on your own, doesn't matter to me either way. So I'm going to try to grab this. I don't think I can drill it like this. I'd be able to get in here. I don't want to get into the shoulder. Unfortunately, it's part of the problem I may have. I might be better off just to see if I can drill straight down into it. See if that'll work. I don't know. Without chewing anything up. It may even help keep it from moving around on me. So we'll go ahead and see if I can get this done here. And hopefully the noise doesn't bother you too much. I'll see if I can mark my bit here so I know how far to go. Let me see here. Let me find some tape. Usually got some tape right here. Where's my tape? That or a Sharpie. Even if I had a Sharpie, I could mark that. I just want to make sure that I don't go too far in. Give me a second here. A little bit of tape here. And I don't need to go that much. So maybe I'm just going to tape it like that. I did a center punch. I'm going to do one more. 2 more, actually. Just for the heck of it. Then I'm just going to try to drill. I'm going to try to use an angle that's, you see here, let me see if I can center this better. I'm going to kind of do an angle, so it's a slight angle. It's not straight up and down, it's a slight angle. I want to miss that shoulder here, but I want to also get into the core, the holding lug. And so let me see here. Just tighten that bit up. Should have got into it, so see if I can get that out now. May need to go a little bit more. Might have got into the pin stack, but as long as they're all down, the ones I really need to worry about are the ones that down. Alright. So that should do it. Let me see if I can. Sometimes there's a burr in there. I did get all that meat out of that, so see if I can tap it out of here. Give me 1 second here off camera. See if I can find some way to pull on that. Had different picks for different things. Sometimes you just need to grab it. It should be pretty close to popping out. Let's see if I can do this. And I may need to go to the next size up drill. I hope I don't, but it's fine if I do. May have to go down just a little bit more. If it's a 7-pin, let me see. That core was a 6-pin. This is a 7-pin wide. Let me see how much further I should go on that. Let's see here. It's probably what it is. I need to go a little bit further. The main thing is to save the core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are all 6-pin. It's a 7-pin. Let me measure my drill. See how far I need to go. Yeah, I need to go a little bit further. Alright, so I just need to get down into the tape part. So I could probably hold this part here. Okay. I felt that. It dropped. See that I pop that out. Should pop out any minute. Sometimes there's just a little interference in there. It's starting to come out. I don't want to wiggle side to side though, because what happens then is it'll almost. Just about. Give me a second here. Yeah, that's kind of sloppy. There it comes. Alright. That's what I want right there. I'm gonna grab that. See if I can pull it out now. She's starting to come out. A little tight. Interference fit. Find another way to grab this. I can knock it out of there. I wanted to grab the top. I don't want to grab the bottom because the bottom is what allows me to do stuff. Yeah, it was a 7-pin core. Alright, perfect. And I can see in there I did not get into the pin stack, so I can decode this. That means I can stay in, and so yeah, I think I missed a stack of pins in there. I just got the piece out enough to where, let me see if the camera's picking up. So I didn't get the pin stack there. I took out the control lug and made a little indentation in there, but not enough to worry about. The new core will work just fine. I did kind of go back into the back of that, but that's not gonna hurt anything for what I'm doing. So I don't know if you can see that. So got kind of into the part of it. The Amazon guy just came by. Alright, toys. So 7 pins, so I'll dump those pins. I'm not going to do it on camera because I do want to save this bedding. I'm going to wait till I get some key blanks in my inventory that is the correct one for this. And I've already cut a key to fit using my best card. Now, if you have an HPC 1200, you want to make sure you have a best card that's not just a 6-pin. You know, this is actually a Schlage. Let me get it. That was actually what was in my machine. So the other, what comes standard with your Blitz, your 1200 is the 6-pin. Now I think I've done a video on this before, where this is a standard. Let's see if I can camera. Moving this. So this is standard. It's 6 spaces. You want the one that's 7 spaces, and that's your card number, C3. The old one is a C3, but you want to make sure you get the newer revision A. So I already cut a key based off decoding the original lock key, which actually is right here. And you know, let me, yep, okay, so I'm still able to use this key. So the pins are intact, and that allows me to decode that. So this old Keyworks. And so I went ahead and copied that onto a key I don't hardly ever use, a keyblank, D keyway. D as in dog. Anyways, so now I have this. I can go on ahead and take over the complete system. I'll decode this. I'll figure out what the core mover is, if any grandmasters, masters, user keys. So that's a beautiful thing. That means I don't have to go around and drill all their hardware. I can decode just the one, and I've got the whole system. It's a strip mall. It's fairly close to me. Allows me to, they hired me to do this work, and they pretty much got me set up. Now the original people installed all this, who knows whatever happened to them, but cool beans. So I'll just have one of these ready to go, and I'll just slip the core in with my new keyway, and it's ready to rock and roll. So that's pretty much all I want to go over. Hopefully my microphone's not acting up. I noticed it was popping on my last video. Still like something was pecking on it. You know, when I was listening to the audio after I did the brake cable installed, I kept trying to hear it, so I had to use music over it to kind of cover up some of the sound. So I won't know what this is going to sound like till I actually hit play. So anyways, that's all I wanted to show for today. Taking over a master key system. I'm using best keyways. I'm getting rid of their old best system. You know, I don't like duplicating other people's stuff. You know, it's kind of like they sold a system, and I know it's a dog-eat-dog world, but to be fair, I'll go ahead and decode their stuff, and I will remove it, and then I will go on ahead and put in my own stuff. So, you know, if they ever want to call them back, they can call them back, and they'll do whatever they need to do. But now my key system's starting to get integrated into theirs. So, all right, thanks for watching. Later.